Hey, and there we're at it. Downward spiral to the weekend's begun. Hey, kids. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy day to you.
What are you calling us kids?
We are. Sometimes we have to be put in our place.
I feel like there's a million other things I could call you.
True.
That would be justified.
Probably
start with giant pain in the ass. But kids, I feel like is a compliment.
Savage. Just got brutal.
I feel like it's a compliment.
Okay. Go with it.
What? It isn't?
No, I love it.
I bought these guys succulents. Neither one of them even get excited about them.
You bought it?
Bought them both nice little witch hat succulents.
I thought it came from Laura. I did not expect it to come from you.
Yeah. Well,
how do we take care of this?
It was an Aldi. I have no idea. It was an Aldi special. They put it at the end of the aisle. And Sunza.
They
get me every time.
I love Aldi. Aldi's my favorite spot.
Put right there at the checkout. I swear to God, I buy it 9 times out of 10. Whether it's a cookie or a drink or a tiny little succulent in a witch's hat.
Witch's hat.
Yep. Every time.
They're cute.
Got myself a little one too. And a bigger one that's got a little bat in. I got set up. It's my only Halloween decoration, but I got it strategically placed.
Do you want me to come and help you out with that?
No, mine's perfect. I got my one little plant. It's got a little bat silhouette on it.
We don't have any trick-or-treaters on College Avenue.
For real?
Not one. I've lived there and I don't think I've answered the door once because we'll go to other people's houses and I'll turn the lights off. And even sometimes I'll be home. Not one.
That kind of makes sense. It's not like the bestest spot to be walking kids up and down the road.
We have people that drive to our neighborhood in like carloads, and
because you live in a really bougie gated community.
It's not.
Well, that's pretty much why they're not on College Avenue, because they're in every one of those neighborhoods.
Yeah,
like any neighborhood that's
they have like tractors that pull trailers full of people.
For
like,
sure,
cars are lined up outside our neighborhood.
That's the way to do it.
And do you hang out at the end of your driveway with like? Do you guys have like a little drinking club where you'll get there? No,
because my dogs are crazy. So if like I would have to.
You're blaming your dogs?
Well, because they would want to lick everybody that comes, that comes to the door. So we just put it out, and when it's gone, it's gone.
There you have it.
There it is. Sunny skies today, high of 70. Another beautiful day on tap. Few clouds tomorrow, high of 71. And then Friday through Saturday, mid-60s.
Nice.
It was chilly this morning.
Crisp morning.
Loved it. Little 50 action. Yeah, that was nice.
Had my extra baby blanket was out last night.
Oh, yeah.
That bad boy.
He actually has a baby blanket.
Baby blanket next year. Drew still sleeps with his baby blanket.
Does he?
It's cute.
Is Drew's baby blanket 45 years old?
Not at this point, but it'll make it.
Held together by hopes and dreams. Like you got to be real gentle.
Duct tape.
Yeah. No, it's just like, it's so thin. It's like whisper thin. It's like, it's one of these days I'm going to have to retire them.
But that's cute. That's totally. You're going to have to retire the blanket. We're going to have like a little.
You sent me a picture of it once.
I did.
Because it was like.
I wasn't kidding.
It has like embroidery on it, doesn't it? Like your grandma made it?
Grandma started making it when
found out Mom
was pregnant with me.
You know what? That is quite. That's
like a lost thing that people just don't really
need to get a shadow box and put it in the shadow box.
It's been fixed a couple times. There's been a few ladies that have stepped up to the plate and put some patches in it, like to thicken up some of it. But there's some of that fabric is so thin, and I can't bear
There's so much love. There's so much love there.
It's it's a comfort thing. It's 100% comfort.
Good for you.
If I'm having a rough night sleeping.
Oh yeah, Drew. I went in there this morning. Drew wasn't feeling good. He had his blanket up over his face, and he was born with this blanket, so yeah, he just loves it. That's his.
My sister's son has this little blanket that has a baby chicken on the top of it, so we always called it Chicky Wicky. So he's a freshman now, and I was at their house this weekend, and I'm like, Ethan, where's Chicky Wicky? He's like, is in my mom's room. I'm like, you still don't sleep with it? I wanted to throw it away. And she's like, I said you're not throwing Chicky Wicky away.
You can't throw away your baby blanket.
Not Chicky Wicky.
No, you can't do that. You and your names that you make up. We gotta keep like track of all the names of things that you give.
Big
Chicky Wicky that's a new one that's got to go to the list.
Chicky
Between
Wicky.
you and your sister and coming up with songs and
names
for stuff, like it needs to be written down, because
we always said we need a dictionary of what things actually mean in our family.
You have your own code.
We speak.
Didn't you say like you have your own language, like
Pretty
a little
much.
bit of a? Anyway, happy birthday to you if it's your special day today. Not a ton of celebs. Kelly Ripa, she's 53 today. Oh, she drives me crazy.
Does she?
Oh yeah, she's one of those women. It's like, ugh, okay.
What
Less
it-
is more with that one. Less
Yeah,
is
I
more.
could see
Yeah,
that.
Sting, 72.
He is woohoo.
Yeah, still 72.
Oh.
You'd be all over that, huh?
Well, I mean, for a 72-year-old,
Yeah.
yeah,
So you
he's
want some of that Sting action?
I-
He's a cool dude. He's a cool character.
It's just
He's one of
chill.
those class acts. It's fun listening to him do interviews and stuff. It was fun listening to have, because of all the Diddy stuff that's going on. There was somebody was rerunning a clip of him talking about Diddy, and Diddy pays him like $2,000 a day for sampling.
every breath I take.
Yeah,
because he didn't ask for it.
yeah.
He had to pay. He
Yeah.
had to pay.
Did
Big
you guys
bucks.
watch Only Murders in the Building with Selena Gomez and Steve Martin and Martin Short?
No.
Because Sting is in it. He's in the show.
Mm-mm.
He lives in the penthouse suite at the top of the building.
Mm.
So he just like shows up.
Don McLean, 78 years old. Bye bye, Miss American Pie.
Wonder what kind of
Drove
pie
my
it was.
Chevy to- Yeah,
Apple pie.
it was American. That's all that matters, man. It was American. Don McLean,
Great
78. So if it's your special day today, happy birthday to you. Thanks for spending a couple minutes with us here today. Sweeties Day
Smarties.
or Smarties Day.
That was
I was
hilarious.
going to I was going to go pick up some Smarties today and completely spaced it until I got in.
Well, you don't have to because you got two of them sitting right here.
That's
Yeah,
right.
ho,
Where's-
ha, ha.
where's-
National Walk to School today. Day today.
Okay, Emma, walk it to hoof it both ways.
I used to
Emma.
walk every now and again. I wasn't all that far, like until high school. Then we had a bus because we were in another city. But I
I
walked to school. every
Bike,
now and
bike.
again.
I've never lived anywhere where I could walk to school.
No.
So far, it's
I was always too far away.
big rural area.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Have a cup of coffee with a cop day. Today.
Buy him some donuts. Why not?
Yeah, but it's one of those
The
things.
Dunkin'
I feel
Donuts
like
is getting ready to open on College Avenue.
What
It is?
happened?
The Dunkin' Donuts is getting ready to open. I saw like the signs,
Oh,
all the signage up, and I saw that they had the internal boards up and
You're
stuff.
glowing over there. You were excited about
yeah.
this.
I like Dunkin' Donuts coffee better than Starbucks.
And I like 31
Their brew
flavors.
coffee
I
is
like
very
Jamocha almond fudge, so that's a
Mm.
combined.
Yeah.
You could get a
Goodness.
chocolate donut and put some Jamocha almond fudge on it. Oh my gosh, I think I might explode.
Jamocha almond. Easy killer. You need a
What's
moment? Take
Jamocha
a
almond? I've never even heard
take
of
a
Jamocha
that.
almond
second
fudge,
over
that's
there.
the coffee.
National Custodial Day today. If you are a master of the custodial arts, top of the hat, tip of the hat to you. And thanks for doing what you're doing. A National
Yeah.
Name Your Car Day
Okay.
today.
Name
guys
your
named your
car. What's
cars?
your car's name?
We
Is your-
just talked
I've
about
never
that
named it.
yesterday.
I never named my
or
car.
on Monday.
No,
I always
never named my car.
I don't have a car named.
A kid did. Oh, Hilda, because Landon named his car Hilda. Hilda the Honda.
Hilda the Honda.
Yeah.
that went off to the graveyard.
Today.
Did he get a new car?
Today. Working on it.
Yeah.
Working on a proud dad moment yesterday. Went to the bank with him
Nice.
to go get his first loan. He's got enough cash sitting in his account where he could buy himself a nice little car.
Sure.
But it's about building credit now. It's like, dude, you got zero credit, so you need to start working on that. You're in a perfect situation. Let's go to the bank and just get you a little loan.
little
get you a
cosign
little nicer
action.
car.
Yep.
Didn't have to. I didn't even have to co-sign.
Congratulations. That's
Kid
fantastic.
went in all by himself.
He didn't want you a part of it. He says, I don't want dad in it.
Well, no, he didn't say that.
Good
but
for
thanks
you.
a lot,
Good for
Dick.
you. That's good for
I
him.
appreciate that. Thanks for making me feel better about things. No,
Good for him.
no, he was totally wanted me there, called me there, and then didn't need me, which would made it even that much sweeter. I'm like, sweet, this kid's good to go. That means
Good for
I
you.
can get the hell out of here at any moment.
Good for you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's when Devin did that, and he came home with a freaking sports car.
Oh, that's right. I remember Jeremy talking about that.
Well, this is
Yeah.
Landon's first car, his first loan.
What does he think he's going to get?
He's getting a vehicle. It's out of Eau Claire. It's he wanted it. He's kind of cool. The evolution. How first he was all angry, and then it went to, all right, Dad, I'm cool with all this. I'm gonna get a truck, and then we went through the truck thing, and then it went to a sports car, and then we kind of talked him out of that, and that's back to pretty much the exact same car that he's had, a little bit newer version of it.
So he's getting a newer Accord. So is he
What's
gonna
that?
Is he going to get a new Accord?
Yes, yeah, just
Accord?
a newer Accord,
for
but
him.
it's a 6-speed. So he's always kind of wanted his
Oh.
own. I'm like, you know what? That was my first vehicle. I loved it. It is a pain in the butt sometimes. You're going to find that out, but you know what?
But you know what? It'll never be stolen.
And he's You're right.
It'll
right.
never be stolen.
You're right. You're absolutely right on that one.
Good for him. I like Hondas.
so
I've driven Hondas all my life, and they're fantastic.
Yeah,
Damn near bulletproof.
But it was super cool for the lady to come back and say, hey, you know what? I didn't actually, you can do all of this on your own if you'd like to. And I was like, oh, the look on his face.
That's
I could see he was so proud of
huge
himself.
moment.
Awesome.
Huge
Yeah.
moment. Good
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Congratulations, Landon.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, super cool. Events, news, Carrie, what you got for us?
We have the Brewers losing last night.
Oh.
Yeah.
They had a strong start and a bad inning.
Oh, just a terrible, terrible inning. What was it, 5 runs in one
Mhm.
inning?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ouch.
And it happened fast. It was like bing. And also it was like bing, 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 bing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Didn't
was
watch.
exactly
Didn't watch one inning of the game. One pitch. Didn't watch.
Well, it's playoffs now. So
Yeah.
now you got to, it's okay to just have on in the background a little bit
Yeah.
while you're messing around
The
with other stuff, just so you
Brewers-
know.
Yeah. It just, they always seem to choke first round.
We'll see
So-
what happens.
So they have another game tonight. So it's the best out of 3 for the wild card series. So we'll see what they come back with.
Is the game at home?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. They have home field. So
6:38.
So it's kind of cool. There was actually a Aurora Healthcare had little onesies for the newborns that were born yesterday, and
my gosh,
they
how
took
cute.
pictures on. It was a little brewer thing, and it says "I'm a catch," and it was super adorable, and it was to kind of celebrate the Brewers being in the
Nice.
playoffs, which I thought was super cute. So, Tommy, what the heck happened with Verizon?
Yeah,
That
what was that all about?
Yeah.
You know what? Verizon isn't talking. There's even news stories that are getting pulled down because of what happened. I have no idea what happened. All I know is that pretty much the entire United States was without coverage for an entire day.
It
Yeah.
was there's a lot of conversations being talked about around the safety
Correct.
issue with your phones going down like that, because
Well, if you run your business, I mean, great case in point, my business partner's running his business. He had to go out and get a Wi-Fi hotspot from a competitor so he could make phone calls.
Hmm.
And so that brings up a huge redundancy issue. We've got the whole Clifford family's got Verizon. None of us could communicate with each other if we weren't on Wi-Fi.
Mhm.
So having a good, stable Wi-Fi connection is obviously going to be important, but that was a big deal. That was
but some people did not know that you had to go into your iPhone and you actually had to enable
correct
Wi-Fi calling.
because it's not enabled by default.
Correct. And
That's a good tech tip. I don't know who would do that, but that was a really good tech tip if there was somebody who could talk about that.
but but it kind of brings it up. But one of the best memes I saw from the
Yes.
whole thing was
Mhm.
someone photoshopped Kim Kardashian in a Little House on the Prairie. Kind of like, this is what it feels like, not having your cell phone for a couple
I had a good friend make a comment on Facebook. I've had more business today than I've ever had because now I actually have to, interface with people,
Oh, sure.
which I thought was really great. He said, I got to pick up my landline and start calling people.
I'm surprised you had one.
Right?
Right.
I don't have a landline. Do any of you guys have a landline at home?
No.
I can't tell you the last time I had a landline.
It has been a
Can you
long.
imagine plugging a phone in?
I haven't had a
I don't know how
landline.
to do that.
I haven't had a landline in 23 years, 24 years since I got divorced.
I don't know that I've ever had a landline.
I don't miss it. Not for a second.
I don't, my mom and dad's, but on my own, I don't think I've ever had my own.
We had a
phone number.
landline simply because there was a point in time where the kids didn't have cell phones
Right.
at home.
Yeah.
And so we had one at home for the kids.
Yeah.
But and then of course we had wired internet everywhere. So you remember when you had to like plug your internet into the
Right,
wall?
Yes. Oh my
So,
gosh.
Yeah. So we kind of had that going on. So
Yeah.
yeah, but the tech outages at Verizon was a big news deal.
Huge news.
Lots of issues, whether it was personal or business.
But no answers. Verizon's not talking. No one said.
Well, my
"We
husband thought I
apologize.
did.
We apologize. We apologize.
My husband thought I didn't pay the cell phone bill.
Well,
He was stuck at work with no Wi-Fi, and I had no way of getting in touch with them.
Well, and that's really weird because Becky contacts me, the kids, Dad, what's going on? What's going on? My phone's not working. My phone's not working. It's not you. It's the whole.
Didn't my
system.
stepmom text you?
Oh yeah, I got Snapchatted from your stepmom.
She's like, why isn't my phone working?
Answers will come up. That's one of those things. It's too big. Too many things have happened with it. So they'll have to like
I know, but
explain
it's just
themselves
somebody-
at some point sooner than later.
Somebody who just pulled out a plug.
What
Oops, I
happened?
should have
Right.
pulled this one.
Right?
Right? Is that what it was?
Gotta
Some dude
reboot
just
the-
trip over it. Yeah.
Stranger things have happened.
One cord. There was one cord that took down the
Whole
whole
damn
system.
There was another meme of like some dude just standing there looking at like this big server, and they're like Verizon trying to figure out what the heck's going on. And he was just kind of like
Well,
befuddled.
it's a cascading effect, and because people were, and what's happened is like now notifications are backing up and emails are backing up, so it was a huge cascading thing,
Oh,
and you couldn't get your notification on your phone. And when I came back online, I got bing, 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 bing. It's like, oh my gosh, there's so much activity.
Mm-hmm.
You don't realize how much you rely on this.
right.
Right.
You really do.
For sure.
Well, we have 3 major celebrities that left us. So the first, John Amos, he was the dad in Good Times.
Dynamite. That's
Dyn-
right. Jimmy
Dy-
Walker's dad.
Jimmy Walker's dad.
What a
He
great
was
show.
he scared me. Like he was like
Well, because he was mean. He was
stern. Mean. He was very
stern.
But
McDonald's.
but yeah, Coming to America. That's what immediately popped in my head was Coming to America.
too.
I love that show. That show is so good. And then Frank Fritz from American Pickers, he passed away.
I saw that.
Yeah,
What a
he's
great
only
show.
58. That show is I love watching that show. It's really fun to watch.
Here there were issues. I'm thinking that something's gonna come up with that one. Like,
Really?
yeah,
Same
Well,
was-
because he got
cut like a long time ago.
cut from the show.
Yeah.
Something happened.
Yes, there was some stuff going on between the two of them, but they never really went into exactly what it was. But it sounded like maybe Frank was having himself some issues,
Oh,
and I don't know.
Frank.
But
Well,
his
doesn't matter, I
thing,
still like
his
him.
news thing said that they weren't going to release any statement on cause or whatever right now. But again, that's one of those that'll pop up sooner than later.
Sorry to hear that.
Well, and then Maggie Smith, who's Professor McGonagall. She'll always be Professor McGonagall.
Yes, she will. She will always be tied to the
Yeah.
Harry Potter series.
But she was also in Patch.
about-
Was it Patch Adams?
No, it was Robin Hood or
I have no idea.
With Robin Williams.
yeah, Peter Pan.
Oh, Peter Pan. Yeah, that's
Oh,
what it is.
She was.
There's.
she was,
Did you see the meme where Robin Williams was like in the clouds, and she like comes up and she's like, "Hello, boy.
Yeah, and he says, "Hello, Miss."
Hello,
Whatever
Miss."
he called her.
Was it Miss
he had a
Maggie?
name.
Miss.
I didn't see that meme.
Something.
Oh, I can't remember, but it like gave me the chills. So it was like
Very
It
sweet
was one of those
reunion.
Sad. Like,
It was
"Oh,
super sweet.
Robin's death was one that made me super sad.
So multi-platinum recording artist Rascal Flatts is celebrating their 25 years together at the Rush Center. They announced they'll be there in February. So
Congratulations.
That's pretty cool.
25 years. That's
Yeah.
a big deal.
Flats.
Yeah.
I'm
I
getting
got
ready to
Rascal
celebrate
Flatts
20 years in a
stories.
row with my
I
brother.
was wondering if you had Rascal Flatts stories.
I got several Rascal Flatts stories.
I
Not suitable for air.
Not su- what do you mean not suitable? Like, they're that bad?
I didn't see they're not bad.
Okay, but
I mean,
we'll
if
talk
a
about
lot
it
of
later.
stuff came out.
We'll get the dirt later. We'll get the,
relationships would be on the rocks.
oh, we don't want that.
Just saying.
Well,
This was decades ago, though. So
yeah, I could say that.
still,
So highly anticipated Joker movie is being
Ooh.
released this weekend with Lady Gaga. I am gonna be there.
You're gonna go see it?
I am gonna go see it. Heck yeah.
you make it all the way through without falling asleep.
Probably. I'm a Gaga fan, so I
I don't know those.
Are you taking a blank? Are you taking the Snuggie?
Oh, maybe I will take the Snuggie.
Those seats at
I
Valley
didn't think
Cinema
about
are the
that.
best. Those automatic reclining seats are the best
Oh,
thing ever.
they're totally the
You
best.
can't. You watch a movie there, it's ruined for any other movie theater. Ruined.
Well, and most of the time, the movie itself is ruined because you end up falling asleep.
Oh,
It's like you
I've paid.
cannot make it.
Raise
this
your
comfy.
hand if you've paid for naps before.
Yeah, several.
Hundreds.
Oh yeah, I'll
Mhm.
take the
Of
kids. Hey kids, want to go to a movie? You know why? Because Dad gets a nap. A little
Well,
bit of popcorn, a little bit of soda.
Yeah.
but if I'm really in the movies do is it forces you to pay attention because you got to put your darn phone down.
Right.
So-
right where you got to Put your phone away.
Yeah, down. So I think some weird news for you guys. Past the airport tried to get 2-foot Burmese python onto a plane, stating it was their pet.
The emotional support.
It immediately made me think of snakes on a plane.
That's a hard.
Yeah. Yeah. No, thank you.
No pythons.
No python.
They
No.
can ship the film.
In a little case or something. I'm gonna go and bring my favorite toys, so I'm gonna put my rubber snake in my.
Well, there's so many people who get caught with non things they shouldn't be coming through. You know, the So
Oh yeah. Looks like we got a few internet issues again, skipping around here, but yeah, we'll just keep rolling. I think we're on now for
skippy internet issues.
skippity doo dah. All right, that is all I have for events today, but feel free to check out newlivingnow.com and go to our events page, and we have links where you can find everything that's happening in Northeast Wisconsin.
Nice work. And if you're still here, check. Yeah. Verizon. We're gonna blame Verizon.
I blame Verizon.
Did you see that there was a special little town and bar in Moon, Wisconsin that got some treatment this week?
In where?
Yesterday. Play releases a new album tomorrow called Moon Music. And they decided to debut the album there, which is just outside of Mosinee. It's literally a bar.
Cool.
It was super cool. Yeah, I think we're going to we're just going to shut this down here. It just keeps cutting in and out. Now that I say that, though,
Oh no, we're online. I'm on the Facebook page and I see it.
Yeah, so we're good at the moment.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I thought that was super cool to pick of all of the places in the world.
Right.
Coldplay goes to Moon, Wisconsin, population 12.
Good for them. Good for them.
Play a music. So it started yesterday morning, or it was like 11 or something like that, and they played it till last night at midnight. Just pretty much played it on loop, so people who wanted to catch the album first,
so they weren't
had to
there.
go. They weren't there.
Oh,
the album, the music was there, and the people were coming from all over the place just to hear that music for the first time.
that's pretty cool.
And then the album drops tomorrow. So yeah,
I love that.
Cool thing.
I love when I hear things like that are super clever from an advertising and marketing standpoint. People are, you got to think outside the box sometimes, and that's pretty cool. I wonder, was that the only place, or did they?
That was the only place
in the entire world.
Only.
I mean, I remember growing up, a new album come out, you'd wait in line at the record store for hours and hours and hours to get those albums.
Yeah,
but now you can just get them on the interwebs.
But it's still,
and it was always Tuesdays too. Tuesday was drop day. And music.
But I think for some artists, it still has, maybe not the same vibe, but when there's hype, or there's a hype built up around that.
Right.
So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I thought that was super cool, super fun. At first, I thought I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Coldplay's
I know, that's what I thought too. I was like, "How did they even that? Would be crazy."
Right.
Super crazy. Let's see. I think I got everything, and we're gonna shut her down early, kids.
Okay.
We're gonna shut her down. We'll check back in. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what's going on here.
We got to talk about the WNBA. It's all pent up. We got to talk about that.
Okay, we'll come back. We'll come back.